Well, I guess it's fine now. We're gonna start again. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck just happened. Alright. Let us restart. Apparently, there's an update on the New Orleans prison escapees.
Back to the news now. New tonight, 2 more New Orleans inmate escapees were captured. This is all according to the Louisiana State Police, who says both inmates, Leo Tate and Jermaine Donald, were found and placed in jail in Huntsville, Texas. That's just an hour north of Houston. At this time, there are no details about their arrest and their capture, but we do know 2 more inmates remain on the run.
Yeah, I think there was I think there was bets going on for these guys too. There was people running bets on how which people would get caught and shit. Oh man, it was fucking hilarious. Anyways, on to the next. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I was thinking about looking at the yeah, I heard about the fucking I forgot his name. This guy, yeah. Fucking, I think who was it? Asmongold covered it. I didn't look. Oh man, look. There's been a lot of content creators who go into like fucking who go into tournaments and shit and fucking cheat sometimes. It's like, not my issue, right? That's on their own, right? They did the crime. They get fucking slapped. Okay. That's all I can say about that. Don't fucking cheat. Doesn't do you any good. It just makes you look like a fucking asshole. Especially when there's money involved. That's when you know people are fucking being a little fucking insensitive and a little fucking weird about it. Oh, is this him being slapped? Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. She was just like, get the fuck out of here. Oh, they didn't get the full thing where he tries to like he gives him his arm, but she doesn't take it because he's like, "Fuck you." Oh yeah, here's the driver right here.
One breaking news: police have arrested a man they say drove a minivan into a crowd of people celebrating a soccer championship in Liverpool, England.
Yeah, there's like a...
Good afternoon, this is the KTLA 5 News at 1. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lauren Lister in for Lou Parker. We're learning more about the person who police say was behind the wheel during that collision, but police have yet to share some crucial details.
KTLA 5 Samantha Cortese is following this breaking news live in our newsroom. Samantha?
Glenn and Lauren, the scene was similar to our victory parades here in Los Angeles. Thousands of people in the streets celebrating the Liverpool FC's championship win in UK's Soccer Premier League when a driver plowed into a crowded street. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer called the scenes here in Liverpool appalling. Police in England say the driver is a 53-year-old white British man from the Liverpool area. He is in police custody. A video on social media appeared to show a dark gray minivan hit at least one person, then veer into a larger crowd of people, carving a path through the group of people, pushing bodies along the street like a plow before coming to a stop. The mass of people crowded the van and appeared to start breaking the windows while tending to those who were hit in the street, I should say. Authorities asked people not to share those distressing video online, rather asking people to send them to police for investigation. But of course, too late for that. Many people sharing very disturbing images on social media. Right now, the football club says it is cooperating with the investigation any way it can. They also say
also
thoughts and
that's
prayers
physical
are going
evidence,
out to the
right?
victims. Police have not confirmed the number of injuries or if there were any deaths. Still a lot of questions to be answered. We expect a lot more to come from that news conference scheduled at 2:30 this afternoon, our time. We'll follow that here in the newsroom and bring you any
can you not
updates
show it
as yet
so that you
another
can give it to
disturbing
us
incident of
for,
a car
Can you
plowing into a group of people happened in England today. Lauren and Glenn, back to you.
What do we got here? Pursuit of armed woman ends in officer-involved shooting in Los Angeles on Memorial Day. Yeah, there's been a lot of Memorial Day.
Breaking news at 11:30.
Well, the whole week
Breaking
there's
news
been
at 11:30.
issues.
Shots ring out in a Woodland Hills neighborhood after a pursuit suspect refused to cooperate with authorities.
KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang live now in Woodland Hills with more. Kimberly?
Hi, this is an active investigation. If you take a look right behind me, you can see a heavy police presence here in this Woodland Hills neighborhood. We did see an LAPD mobile substation arriving just a few moments ago, which means that this investigation is going to take a while. Now, we are near Serrania and Dumetz Road, and this is where they've set up crime tape, and there's a perimeter in the neighborhood, but it just happened up the street from here. I want to take a look at video from earlier this morning. We know that this situation ended in an officer-involved shooting. It started as a pursuit in the Van Nuys area and ended here in Woodland Hills in a neighborhood by Marmora Street and Arcana Road. There was a report of a woman with a gun in a white van. Around 8 a.m., police say she refused to stop and a slow-speed chase followed. She came to a stop at a dead end here in Woodland Hills but did not immediately exit the van. There was a standoff with police, and video posted on the Citizen app showed the woman at one point standing on top of the van. It appeared that she did have something sticking out of the top of her shirt, but it's not clear exactly what that was. LAPD confirmed that the officer-involved shooting happened around 9:30 this morning, but there's limited information about what led up to it. We are waiting for a police spokesperson to arrive to give us some more information. Earlier, we spoke with a resident who told us that neighbors were evacuated from the area as a precaution. Take a listen.
I was just walking up our street and there was helicopters and I thought they were over the park, but then they came over my head and then there was a white van coming up the street, like 10 police officers following her. It was a female, and she kept going up the street, and there was just a lot of police activity for many hours. I just pray everybody's safe and okay.
According to the LA Fire Department, one person was transported by ambulance. Now, we do know that the woman reportedly had a dog with her. No word or information on what happened to that dog at this point. Again, this is an active investigation. We are waiting for a spokesperson from LAPD to confirm and give us some more information about the details of this event, and we'll bring that to you. Reporting live here in Woodland Hills, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
Well, there you go. This isn't, no, it doesn't look like another. Oh yeah, there was a crash with an LAPD officer and the dude who, I guess, I don't think it was the officer who passed away. I forgot.
Harrisuna, Alex, and Marla have the night off. Now to our breaking news. A 70-year-old man is dead, and two LAPD officers have been hurt in a traffic collision this afternoon. Fox 11's Laura Diaz joins us now live from the scene where the investigation continues. Laura?
Head-on collision.
Yes, Susan, that violent, fatal crash occurred at the intersection of Satakoy and Cleon. You can see it behind me.
There was a head-on collision not too long ago.
They took the body of the deceased. It has remained a very active scene here all day long. We were told by investigators that the driver of the silver Honda Accord collided with the police car that was responding code 3 lights and sirens. Investigators explain.
They were responding to a completely unrelated radio call. It was for a domestic violence restraining order. He was northbound on Cleon and made a northwest turn onto Satakoy.
And got T-boned, basically.
And essentially got T-boned, yeah.
Yeah, I've been living here the last 7-8 years. And
sounds about right.
Every year there's
there's like one or two major accidents. This is the first time seeing
T-bone means someone runs the red light, and then fucking as soon as it's green, the car's going and
shortly before 2 p.m. An
each other.
LAPD black and white out of the North Hollywood division responding to an emergency 911 call. They were eastbound on Satakoy. Now, as
usually when you hear sirens, you should just slow down and like look around, to be honest. There's too many people like driving so fast, especially when you start hearing sirens around you.
The LAPD giving
There's
us
been a
new
lot of
information here on the
instances where
scene.
people just don't
They say
fucking
the
move out the
deceased
way.
is a man 60 to 65 years old. The 2 officers said to be in their 20s. They will be released later on tonight from the hospital. They were experiencing pain, so they were taken to a nearby hospital. We were not given their names. Who exactly is at fault will be determined after a thorough investigation, of course. The LAPD will be poring over body cam video, dash cam video, plus ring camera footage. All of these will be used in their investigation. But sadly, as we reported earlier, 1 person dead
Yeah, the
as a
70-year-old
result of
guy
this crash
passed
that
away,
occurred here in
probably
Sun
on
Valley.
collision.
Somebody on this holiday going to get some terrible news about a loved one. I'm Laura Diaz reporting live from Sun Valley, sending it back to you. Susan?
All right, Laura, and then that area, of course, cordoned off for the investigation. Any clue how long that will last and affect traffic?
You know, when we asked earlier that Satakoy remains blocked off at this hour, they couldn't give us any indication as to when it would reopen. You know, of course, that Satakoy is a major street
like
in
a
this
main
area.
street, yeah.
People
Looks
use it
like
a lot to try to get around the freeway. They take their surface streets. One of the neighbors said he thought that was part of the problem because these streets are so very wide. The boulevard's almost as wide as the freeway. People tend to speed on them. We have no idea whether that was an issue today. We do know that those officers were on a call. When you get that call of somebody, a life being threatened potentially by someone who has a restraining order in a domestic call, that's a very high emergency. We will learn more about the situation as the investigation ensues. Back to you, Susan.
Laura Diaz, thank you so much.
There you go. Here's more news on the beach town shooting in South Carolina.
11 people are injured following a shooting in a South Carolina beach town. The shooting happened shortly after 10 o'clock last night near a boat dock in the community of Little River near North Myrtle Beach. It was not clear what led to the violence or whether more than one shooter may have been involved. 11 people were taken to the hospital by ambulance, but authorities say more victims are likely to have been taken to medical facilities in private vehicles. No word on their conditions, and no one is in custody.
A former police chief
All right. Another LA news.
Turning now to a mob of people rampaging through downtown LA, tagging police cars and vandalizing metro trains.
Takeout News reporter Lauren Posen is downtown with the video and the damage left behind.
There's a lot of damage, and while it may look like this is a deserted strip mall, it's not. There's businesses here, and nearly every single business you're looking at has freshly tagged graffiti right on it. And so while this is where it all ended, it actually started right across the street from where we are. Pure mayhem in downtown Los Angeles.
They're just
a huge mob of
tagging it
people
up.
started tagging whatever and wherever they could.
I bet these
Saturday
are just
night
a bunch of
on
kids
Trinity
too.
Avenue near Washington
At least some of
Boulevard.
them.
Watch as a group begins spray painting two
Oh, they look
Metro
like gang
trains.
members.
Metro says around 50 people blocked the train's path, tagging not only the outside but the inside of one of the trains too. A patrol car was also hit as the officer tried to drive away. A person who witnessed the chaos says it happened right after LAPD shut down a rooftop event.
Yeah, that's a
There
lot of
was
fucking
a show,
damage to the
by
car
Dead
too.
City Punk, and there was easily over like 3,000 people there, and we were on top of a parking lot. So what ended up happening is that it got too crazy, it got too crowded.
One person at the show shared this video that shows what he's talking about.
there was people with hairsprays, and then they had like the lighter, so it was kind of like a flamethrower basically.
LAPD showed up in riot gear and declared an unlawful assembly, but the crowd didn't back down.
The reason why the cops started pushing forward is because people were messing with the cops. They were antagonizing them. They threw fireworks at them. They were throwing water bottles, beer cans, anything you can think of. They were throwing stuff.
Witnesses say police fired rubber bullets at the crowd, which eventually cleared out. People who were there admit it did get out of control, but they also say that's part of the appeal of these shows.
That's kind of like the energy of those type of shows. People are just gonna go there to just let out all the frustration and anger that they have built from life, family, society. There was a lot of damage done, and that wasn't right.
I don't think that's
Metro says no one was hurt, but service was delayed about 20 minutes. No arrest
they
either,
even
but
fucked
police
up
tell us
the
they're
lava
investigating.
grill.
Reporting in downtown
That's
Los
fucked
Angeles,
up.
Lauren
You guys
Posen,
are
KCAL
fucking
News.
just fucking up businesses. They have to repaint their goddamn business. But yeah, there you have it. People destroying property. The usual. The usual. There says he would rather have Biden in a coma and controlled by other people than have Trump as president. Well, I mean, wasn't that what Obama wanted? He wanted to control people like a puppet, so he could just sit at home and do nothing. Huh.
It's quite possible that he was just checked out to a degree that I did not suspect at the time. But to close the loop on this whole scandal, even that is preferable to me and to, I think, many Democrats than having someone who we consider to be genuinely evil, genuinely 100% purposed to serving himself in the office of the presidency. I would rather have a president in a coma where the duties of the presidency are executed by a committee of just normal people.
Bye, LeBron.
That's the choice that many of us believe was before us, and so therefore, not much materially changes once you reveal just how
I think he was asked a certain
insane
question
and
there,
this cover-up
and then he was just
of
like, "Yeah,
Biden's
no, I'm not
infirmities
answering
But
that,"
Sam,
and then left.
how you get there matters. And it would be one thing if those people told the American people, hey, he's not compos mentis. We're going to take it from here.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing. We're fine. But that didn't happen. And I mean, just the scale of things, Trump's out there making hotel deals. And I know that's embarrassing. And this is a bit of a Sophie's choice, but you really would rather not have been betrayed by your own president than have somebody out in the open, just, with his kleptocracy, getting he and his friends rich?
No, but I mean, the problem with Trump runs much deeper than that. I mean, that is totally disqualifying in a president. It's illegal. I mean, I think it is the very definition of unconstitutional, given the emoluments clause. He should be. I think he should be impeached for it, right? I mean, I don't have an expectation that he will be, but. I think to have an empty Oval Office would be better. I mean, and that's to say that there's lots of other normal career politicians who have been deputized in the State Department and other, in other parts of the executive branch to make normal decisions, that are not thinking about their hotel deals and their meme coin. I mean that it's normal politics. The swamp. I would return to the so-called swamp over what we have now.
Yeah, I mean,
reason. I would rather have a president.
Yeah, at one time he did say he was going to clean out the swamp. I mean, he is kind of doing that, is he not? He's slowly doing it, at least. I mean, just look at what Doge did. Basically saved us a lot of money. He thought he thought it was a good idea. What is it? Resigns as country's homicide capital for 13th straight year.
Hello, I am Mayor Brandon Johnson, and I am proud to join you in recognizing and celebrating Africa Day.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did do this.
Africa Day.
Yeah, on Memorial Day.
Don't get it, do you? You don't.
And I am proud to join you in celebrating Africa Day.
Yeah, and like 80% of Chicago, as he said, was white. Right. I bet if you take a look at the demographic of how many people are white and black in California, it'd be more or less the same thing. I hate to say it, but in California, yeah, there's not too many black communities. I mean, there are black communities, don't get me wrong. It's just few. Versus if you go down to, like, right, the southern countries, there's more. Or southern states, sorry. Out in the country. You were not supposed to see this. Oh, yeah, this. Yeah, everyone's seeing it. Yeah, everyone's Oh, the motherfucker got slapped. He's just like, no, get away from me, you ugly bitch. Move!
Hi, everybody!
A
few moments later.
He's just like, move, bitch! Yeah, didn't take it, yeah. Move, bitch! He's just like, oh! We've been found out, oh no!
A little later.
Oh, what happened, baby? Are you okay? It was just a dream, wasn't it? What do we got here?
Seen as the world leaders that we
Jasmine
have
Crockett.
been, the world deserves better. It is time for Republicans to start calling him out and start questioning his mental acuity.
Meanwhile,
Jon Stewart, Obama speech writer Rip Harris, others over Biden's mental acuity. Original Sin co-author exposes frantic efforts to hide Biden's cognitive decline. Original Sin new book points at damning portrayal of Biden's mental decline. Biden was losing mental abilities even before 2020 election report says. White House aides hid Biden's apparent mental decline from day one of his presidency.
It is time for Republicans to start calling him out and start questioning his mental acuity.
Where the fuck were you? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. When a 2024 video with Nancy Pelosi says it all. Uh-oh.
A good place to make whatever decision, the top of his game.
It was at the top of his
Such
game.
a consequential president of the United States, a Mount Rushmore kind of president of the United States.
A Mount Rushmore kind of president. Who, Biden? Yeah.
I don't
know What?
Yeah. A Mount Rushmore.
You mean you're trying to feel sorry for him because he had cancer? Yeah, no. Yeah, that's not how it works. I'm sorry.
Kind of president of the United States.
I was entertained. On Mount Rushmore, Lincoln and Joe Biden.
But
if you were sorry for him, you probably shouldn't have put him in the fucking president's seat when he had cancer. Because he just got steamrolled by all the other fucking, presidents and prime ministers like Xi and shit. You think those guys fucking give a shit? Man, they would have fucking seen him die right on the fucking spot. Those guys don't give a fuck about you. Moment of togetherness. Macron offers the plans. The video where his wife slaps his face. Sometimes it was actually a
French
moment
President
of
Emmanuel Macron's office is trying to
moment
downplay
of what? Togetherness. It was a moment of togetherness to basically to be physically abused by your wife. Huh? Oh, what? That work? She shoved your face, brother.
French President Emmanuel Macron's office is trying to downplay video that
like,
apparently
"Move,
shows his
bitch."
wife Brigitte shoving his face. The video was taken early this morning as the two were preparing.
That Asian lady was
to
just like,
leave a
"Oh
plane
shit."
In Vietnam, the first stop for Macron's tour of Southeast Asia. A source with
Oh,
the president's
fuck.
office dismissed the video, telling CNN it was a moment of togetherness and that the president and his wife were unwinding and
That
playfully
dude
teasing
is
each other.
just smiling.
Are you?
You fucking. They're just like, oh shit. God damn it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Uh-oh. Slam!
Oh, wow.
Yep, there it was. Slammed. Alright, and there you have it. Gaslighting level 100. Just two French dudes fighting, yeah. It's sad you didn't see them throw punches. Column did attack Frodo. Jesus, what the fuck, man? Holy shit, people are fucked up. Well, there you have it.